You know, the pain about doing all these things in one take is when you screw up, it just gets entirely deleted. Anyway, welcome to Redan's Comment of Verbal Vomit. It's just a little bit of a show where I kind of vent my feelings about like life. Or maybe answer a few questions, you know, that could be kind of fun. But anyway, last night I gave you all a bit of an update on where we are going over the course of the year with this channel. But tonight this one is a little bit harder to do. It's kind of about why we stopped making videos for such a long time. At least my perspective on it, and I'm not sure if that's the same for everybody, but at least I'll give you my side of the story. See, this channel was something we had started, you know, right near the end of high school, and I just completely forgot to tell you what game we're playing. Not that it takes much of an introduction at this point. This is StarCraft 2, part of the Swarm, and it is a ZVT. I almost said P right there because I used to do a lot of Protoss, but now I'm a Zerg player. I think this is definitely a shorter game. It's not one of my greatest. I don't do a lot of online play just because I don't really have time to sit down, plus I get terribly nervous for some reason. Like, you know, when you're like, oh, I'm gonna do this, and then you get there and like, nah, no, not doing it. Nope, I'll come back later. And that's kind of what happens every time I go to play this game. I'll get into it eventually, but right now is not my time. Anyway, like I said, this channel was something we had made at the end of high school, and we had every intention of making it work, but things just kept happening. Like, we had this big video planned out. It was all done, except for voice. Yeah, and we just had to do voice recordings left for it. And it was a video on, like, where all the things in Black Ops 1 were, like, all the little, what are they called? You know, it's completely gone. It's just completely out of my head. I cannot remember the name for it. The music stones, like those little stones in Nazi Zombie. Those things. We were going to do a big video on that. It was all done. I had scripted it all. And the person's computer, Red Leader, his computer completely just shit the bed. It died. It's gone. It was like, nope, I'm not doing this. And it just, the hard drive was corrupted or something, and he had to wipe the entire thing and just start all over. And that was kind of the last big video we're gonna do, because I guess it just sort of got to be a bit of a hassle. None of us really had a great computer to run it on until very recently. Like, I think I had an old i5 is what I had on my and that for rendering, if you know anything about computer rendering, it just does not happen on an i5 or an i3 for that matter. You can try, and it might happen after a very long time, but you might melt everything around you or crash a lot. Probably both. Both sounds fun. But besides that, there were actually I guess a few falling outs that happened, and it's not really something we talk about that often, and for the most part I really wish it hadn't happened. I think most of them do too, and I'm not gonna go into like the big details on it, but what happened had made a very large difference between some of our friendships that had lasted for almost as long as, well, in my case, the entirety of high school, which is kind of like, oh man, wow, I almost threw all that away. God, it actually really is hard to talk about, but it's something that needs to be said. People always say everyone makes mistakes, and as much as we all say that, I'm not sure how much faith is actually put in that, because when push comes to shove, sometimes a mistake is too much for any group to handle. And I guess that's what, well, at least handle well, and I guess that's what we sort of found out at that point, because we all started making mistakes at the same time. At least, I know I did. And that only made the situation worse from there. Like, I know the way I handled the entire situation was pretty bad, but neither of us involved were really in it. Well, I say neither of us because it was mostly just him and I at that point, but neither of us were really in a good place. He pretty much just got thrown quite literally into hell. And I was sort of at a stage in my life where I was trying to figure out whether or not I need to go back on antidepressants, which, you know, it's not really a secret. I tell everyone, like, hey guys, guess what, I have a depression. It's like a thing I can't get rid of, and they're like, oh yeah, cool. So I mean, that was a thing I kind of thought I had handled, but it turned out I was completely wrong, and needless to say, that pretty much fucked everything up. Everything. Like, I just started seeing things the wrong way. And we sort of all took sides. It was pretty much a us v them sort of thing. And I didn't, at the time, I thought well, we all sort of thought we were in the right. Which, looking back on it, was the dumbest thing I could have ever thought of in my life. But I mean, depression sort of has a way of working into you where it's like, if everyone says it, it must be true. I'm just gonna slow this down because actually I don't know if I can finish it in time. So we're gonna go at normal speed, which is kind of weird because no one plays this game at normal. I don't. But, where was I? So yeah, things got fucked up. We all took sides, and it put us at each other's throats. And looking back on it, it's something I really wish I'd handled differently. Because that's a lot of time I really can't get back. And I know everyone does things differently in life. I know everyone thinks of things differently in life, and I can't really hold anyone accountable for that. I mean, I guess I could, but what's the point if it's just gonna waste all your time in your life? Huh? It's not really a good thing to do. But at the time, I was told that 10 people in your life were toxic out was probably the right thing to do. And because of who said it to me, I really didn't give it much consideration. I just said, yeah, that's right, she's right, it's done. She's right. But I never really thought about what sort of situation would cause someone to become someone who was, at least in her perspective, and I guess in my time, a toxic person. And I didn't understand until I became that to the very person that told it to me. See, depression has a way of worming its way into your life and making you not who you want to be. It makes you something you aren't, and it makes taking situations that much harder. Hindsight being 2020, I completely botched that entire thing. And that's something I have to live with. And I'm not blaming it on depression either, because that's the easy way out. I could do that, but I wouldn't get anywhere, and it would never make any of this easier. And that's not the goal. The goal is to get past it. At least for me. I don't think everyone will agree on that, at least in this little group, because most of us are still like, oh yeah, they're Satan, don't talk to them. And I guess I can see why that would happen. I mean, of course I can. But I don't want to hold something against someone for the rest of their lives. I don't want them to hold it against me either. And I can't really say, hey, please don't just forget this happened. I can't do that because it happened, and we're not going to forget that. It was a big thing, and it still is a big thing. And, you know, we're trying to move fast, at least he and I are. And I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to come of it. Maybe some more videos. I don't know. And that'd be kind of fun, actually, put some videos up. But you know what? Not only this time, but just this one time in my life, I've always been bad at keeping friends, right? Like, I have... Oh, it's over. But, you know, I'm gonna keep going, because, you know, I'm on a roll, and we're gonna finish this one. I've lost a lot of friends. I have the entire social, like, repertoire of a potato. Like, you could put a potato next to me, and also put, like, an apple. And they'd both be like, oh yeah, they're social butterflies. You're not. You're just over there in the corner. So I'm not really going to let go of people who I actually want to keep in my life. I almost did that once already. I'm not going to do it again. Anyways, that's the entirety of my video. That's all I really wanted to say today. I will actually get the Van Helsing, or the Incredible Adventures of Van Helsing thing up tomorrow. Hopefully. I get off work really late, but I should have it up some point with some regularity. So yeah. If there's anything you want to see us do, talk about, listen in the comment section below, drop us that like. Maybe we'll do something, I don't know. Get us enough likes and we'll do a dance party or something, I guess. Dances are fun, right? Yeah, dances are fun. Anyways, see you later. Bye!